Is anybody there? Does anybody care? Does anybody see what I see? Or am I just alone in a fucking crowd? Okay. Well, first of all, you're already kicking the shit out of me. Second of all, I think we have to rethink this whole backing microphone situation. Yeah, one of them's here. You guys like trashed the stage already. Well done. But you know what? You know what's really good about having only 4 songs to your name? We're halfway done. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. Why am I thanking you? Because this is hardcore, at least back when I remember it. This is hardcore. We are all here for a singular purpose, which is to help a man and his family. Now listen, there's some people going off. hard up here. I don't know what it's like back there because I can't see it. But here's the thing. Old school hardcore, someone stage dives, you catch them. Someone falls, you fucking pick them up. And that's the theme for tonight. It's catching people and picking them up. We are here. I am sharing the stage with my bandmate, Howie Wallen, for the first time in 30 years. This is all for him. It's all about him. And it's also to let him know he's not alone. Now, this next song, I'm going to give a shout out to Scott Vogel from Terror, and he'll figure out why I did in a second. But one thing that Scott and I share is the vision that hardcore, we are one family in this room right now. We set aside our differences. And here's another thing. The hardcore scene will be forever divided after tonight because there were those who were here and those who were not. So no barriers, no limitations. There is no band. There are no fans. There are only friends! So, listen, this is awesome. I can't tell you how awesome this is. I have not shared a stage with these guys in 30 years, all right? 3 decades. And I just want to take a second to talk about what that means, okay? 30 years is a time span, okay? It's the equivalent. Us coming here tonight is the equivalent of a band like Buddy Holly and the Crickets, okay, playing CBGB's in 1988. But that's what this is. And this is your trigger warning, because I'm about to make some motherfuckers feel pretty old. Now, back when we shared a stage, the tallest buildings in Manhattan were the Twin Towers. The #1 television show in America was The Cosby Show. It's President's Day, right? Tomorrow? President's Day? Isn't that the... Something like that. Oh, not tomorrow, Monday, right. Right. The president was Ronald Reagan. You say that now, but I'd take him back in a heartbeat, I swear. I swear. So anyway, one other big difference here is that what you all watch on TV for fighting, that didn't exist. There was no MMA. There was boxing, okay? And the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world was Mike Tyson. And do you know what his signature punch was? Uppercut! Seawolf, uppercut. All right. Now this one's for the straight edge kids. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to tune. You guys had knocked the shit out of us. I mean, now I remember why every song was me having to talk, because they'd be tuning for like an hour. So I'm going to take this time to hydrate. That's good. I'm good. Thank you. Does it always get this hot in here? Yeah, everyone's a lot of heads. Try this one more time. Okay, like I said before, this one goes out to the straight edge kids. Do you drink the booze every day? You drive your car and it's not gonna rage. You don't hear what anyone says. We'll read about you in teenager in a bus. Put you in the ground, no one will care. Cover you up with rock. Let your head not be music. Wind up dead, trying to abuse it. Let your head wind up dead, trying to abuse it. Teenager in a bus. Put you in the ground, no one will care. Cover you up with rock. You are now you're stripped. Every day you drive your car and it's like on rage. You don't hear what anyone says. Teenager in a box, put you in the ground, no one will care. Cover you up with rock. You were 18, now you're distant. Now you're distant. You were 18, now you're distant. You were 18, now you're distant. Did we used to take these things up? We didn't do it this time. I did. Oh, okay. I don't have it. Well, I know. I only made one. All right. I'm going to take this sweatshirt off, I think. Yeah, but then you'd see my nipples. All right. Are you good? All right. Yo, did anyone here, were they at the last side-by-side show at the Anthrax? One guy. Two guys. Oh, they're all behind me. Of course, that makes sense. All right. Well, if you were at that show, you heard this song. If you weren't at that show, odds are you probably haven't heard this song. So we're going to do the best that we can. You might remember it from, I might forget, but I will never forgive. Between you and me, the final line's been said. You're not gonna go free. You took me for a ride. You've done this all before. This is one time it won't be ignored. You made your decision. All right. Yo. So, they say you should never meet your heroes. Well, I'm okay with that because I'm nobody's hero. There are so many other people in this scene that deserve a lot more attention and a lot more recognition than I do. So I'm going to take this opportunity to do that while we have a breath. All right. So, first of all, I want to thank anybody who donated to Howie's GoFundMe. Okay, that's the first thing. That's called stepping up. Got him his hearing aids. Got him to this show so he could see how many people are thinking about him. That's the first thing. Second thing, I want to thank all of you. Remember I talked about family? I'm going to start thanking my immediate family, but first I'm going to thank my hardcore family. Thank you for coming out. Now, here's the thing. Back in the day, I was 17, 16 years old. Family was just kind of like my mom and dad yelling at me and stuff. So, now it's different, right? To like get ready to do a hardcore show for the first time in 30 years, I needed help from my family. So, I'm first of all going to thank my wife because when I say, hey, I'm flying to New York for a practice, like, you know, I think she could have hit me with a frying pan or something, but she didn't. She supported me. And not being there for my youngest daughter, that's another thing. And listen, that's not just me. Rob has a young daughter and a family that he's taking care of. Lars and his wife, who is here, they are expecting their first child, yes? Like, now, okay? So, you know what I call that? I call that commitment. The bands that you saw tonight, okay, you know who they were. I'm not going to name them each by name. But I am going to say that they all came here from parts unknown. They got back together after breaking up. The Pagan Babies, who were contemporaries, a Maximum Penalty was a contemporary of Alone in a Crowd. They all came down for nothing. Okay, for nothing. Now, I'm going to do something. Is there a way to get, like, the house lights up a little bit more, just so I can see more people, or no? I'm the lighting guy. You're the lighting guy? If Rich is the lighting guy, we're fucked. Okay, so I want to see a show of hands of anyone, and we're not targeting you, we love you, anyone from outside the United States that came to this show. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, first of all, anyone that would travel like across like the globe to see what could be a 10-minute set is like nuts, okay? But I'm gonna call it commitment. Who flew the farthest? Who flew the farthest? Who's the farthest from here? Chile. Chile. Come up here, Chile. Let's go. Come on. Don't be afraid. No one's gonna hurt you. All right. You're gonna help me with this one? Okay. Well, hang on. There's a few more people to thank. Okay. Now we're on to the individuals. This is also we can get some breath, yo. Okay. So serves an important purpose. All right. Listen. None of the people I'm going to thank here. It's not in any particular order. All right. But I want to thank Carlos Ramirez. Carlos, are you here? I think he was supposed to be here. I don't know. He's no echo. They gave the first shout out of this show when we first announced it. Okay. Bob Shed, Tom Sheehan, where you at? Where you at? Okay, that's the Axe to Grind podcast that put us out and plugged the show. Jimmy Ferrari, where you at? The Brooklyn Blast Furnace. My man, who leads me to the next person I want to thank. which is Anthony Civarelli, who hosted me and Jimmy at his house to plug the show on another podcast. Roger Murray, old friend, and I'm going to give you a little trivia here. Let's see who can guess it. Name 3 New York hardcore frontmen that were either born or raised in Hudson County, New Jersey. Okay, the answer is, in no particular order, Roger Murray, Louis from Antidote, and me. All right, JC, the man. Okay, don't fuck with this guy, okay? He's taking pictures, all right? Fucking, when you're stage diving, don't stage on him, all right? Anyway, Joe, thank you so much. Those photos, if you looked online of the rehearsals we were doing, that's Joe. Okay, Joe Hardcore. Philadelphia's own. There he is right there. Listen, Joe Hardcore, Chris, Angelina, she was the one selling the raffle tickets. Philly Hardcore shows. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you very much. He was Johnny on the spot with this one. Okay, Sonny Singh. He's videoing this, okay? John Hills, sound man. Thank you. And we have another sound man in the back room. That's Len Carmichael. All right. Now, a lot of people bought merch. Thank you. Every dime going to Howie. Thank you. But we have to thank 2 people. Where is he? Billy, bass player from Side by Side. One of those shirts and sweatshirts, that's his design. And then we got a guy, Jeremy Dean. I don't know if you know him. So those 2 designs that you saw, those are those guys. Thank you. They did it for nothing. All right. Jordan Cooper, Revelation Records. I don't know if you saw, but we're selling 3rd pressing Side by Side, 7 inches from the vault in Revelation. All profits going to Howie. That's because of Jordan Cooper. Okay, there's 2 guys I need to thank next. One is the gentleman in the glasses that was selling you merchandise. That's a guy named Brian Simmons. Brian Simmons, I cannot tell you, he epitomizes commitment to me. He's a working farmer. He has his own farm. And yet he spends his off time producing records and managing hardcore bands even today. He's the one that put out the first 7-inch for Alone in a Crowd and kept the pressings going over 30 years. He's dedicated a lot of time to this. And I'm telling you, you want to talk about a hero of hardcore? It's Brian Simmons. All right. You had one job. Okay. So, I know it's getting really hot, and I know you want to hear music, but I got to do this one last thing. Where's Tim McMahon? Come here. Yeah, all right. I met him for the first time tonight. Okay, but he has been part of the hardcore scene ever since, like, the day I stepped out the door, he was in it, and he's been carrying the same damn flag for 30 years. Okay, let me explain something. The term lifer did not exist in 1989. We hadn't been in it long enough to even consider that term. So this is kind of stupid, but I'm giving you the Alone in a Crowd Hardcore Lifetime Achievement Award. Because here's the deal. I wouldn't dance with that on. I'd put it somewhere safe. All right. So here's the thing. Listen. That's fucking commitment. He has all the same goddamn excuses I do. He's got a family. He's got a job. How many bands have you been in? How many records you put out? Couldn't tell me. How many tours have you been on? Commitment, okay? And I guess I've kind of given it up already, haven't I? But this next song is called Commitment! All right. So, how many people here are actually Philadelphians? Okay. So you probably know this band. All right. When we were planning this show, I kind of discovered this band on YouTube because they were telling me go see This Is Hardcore, because that's the stuff that Joe does. I didn't know from nothing. I saw this band and I was freaking blown away.
Drago, report to the stage.
He's probably, well, we know where he probably is. So, I asked Joe, I said, Joe, I want this band to play this bill. And that's when I found out that that band had a tragedy and is no longer active. And we're missing, are we gonna do it anyway? Come on, today, dude, come on. Whoa, all right, so Anthony Drago is gonna help us with this one, but I'm also gonna get assistance from someone else. Devin Bernard, where are you? She's gonna help me because I can't sing this song. And I'm gonna turn it over to her.
This song goes out to Matt. Straight to the truth. Why can't you keep your mouth shut? What I have to do to get you off my back, to keep you away when you don't really listen up. If I lazy, you can talk and sing the way you want. Every moment in my life, we're not a band. situation. Never know again who I can trust. For Max!
All right. This song is going to be very, very hard for me. You ready? You ready? Okay. This song's going to be very hard for me. I wrote this song with a friend on the floor of his apartment in New York City. He wrote it because he was passionate about hypocrisy, and he's no longer with us. This song is called Living a Lie. Oh, you got nothing good to say about those who surround you. They talk about those words to kill. This goes out to you and your crew. Your work, drag. Your work. The rules you laid down expected me to follow. But when I saw you in the bad on me, you get shallow. Away.
Try! Yeah!
Smoke. Your work.
Now I know the fucking truth.
Alex. Okay, now this time, for Alex! You're living a lie! All right. So, I know we advertise special guests, and you've seen some of them so far. All right, keep your cell phone safe, yo. This is crazy. Did I? Oh, shit. Oh, this is even better. This is even better. Hey, yo. Okay, sorry. I read the set list upside down. Okay. So this song is like really, really important to me. It's like the most important hardcore song in my life. So I want to try something while they're figuring their shit out. Can I just see a show of hands? Who here is under the age of 30? Okay, yo. All right. See all you dudes? I'm going to ask you a favor. Can you do me a favor? All right, can we do something different here? All right, I want you to make a hole right in the middle here. All the old guard, let's go. Come on, make a hole. I want everybody who just put their hands up, who's under the age of 30, to get their asses right up here up front. Now, hey, yo. Whoa. Hey, come on. That's all right. He'll come. I'll get him to come. What's your name, man? What's your name? Jerry? Joey. I'm sorry. I can't hear. I got these things in my ears. Right on. All right. Now, come on. Fill in the youngsters. I mean, I'm saying 30's young. What does that say about me? All right, so yo, no, move it in. Come on, bring it in. And listen, hey, yo, listen up, bro. Listen up, okay. Can we make a deal with each other for one song, just one song? Can we make a deal? Okay, the deal is that this is now a no-fly zone, okay? Shields are up, okay? Do not stomp these guys, all right? Now, why am I saying that? Because if there's anyone who put their hand up but then found out I was getting them up to the front, I want you to come up right now. Because everyone agrees we're not going to stomp these guys, right? Yes? Okay. All right, so say we all. All right, so come up. Especially if you've never been in a fucking hardcore show. Come up. Come on. Come on, bring it up. All right. So why did I want to do that? Because it's story time, okay? So, I'm a 15-year-old kid, and it's nighttime, and I'm walking down Avenue A. I don't know why my parents let me do that, but I'm walking down Avenue A, and I'm going past the Pyramid Club. And I see out of the corner of my eye, Ray Barbieri is working the door. If you don't know who Ray Barbieri is, he's otherwise known as Ray B's. Anyway, Ray goes, yo, skinhead. Yo, come here. And I'm like, you mean me? I mean, this is the lead singer of fucking Warzone, who was like my favorite band of all time. And he says, yo, come on in, it's cold. And so he takes me into the Pyramid Club. He props me up. If you remember that place, the Pyramid Club had a bar corner right at the door. And he sits me down at the bar, which I'm pretty sure was illegal. But he sits me down at the bar, and he has the bartender come and bring us 2 Cokes. And so he sits down, and he starts asking me questions about me. And here I am, having a Coke, got a straw, and I'm having a Coke with Ray B's. And Warzone had just broken up. They did that a bunch of times, but this had just happened. And I told him I was starting a band. And I asked him, I said, would it be okay if we did a Warzone song? And he looked at me, and he reached over to a stack of flyers that were nearby. He flipped it upside down, and he started writing out lyrics. And he wrote out the lyrics to this song. So I am telling the youngsters here, I am telling you right now that Ray B's gave it to me in 1987, and I'm giving it to you in 2019. And if anyone is telling you you're not cool enough, if anyone's calling you a poser, calling you a wannabe, you look them straight in the fucking eye and you say, fuck your attitude! You say it, you sing it. Yes. drugs made a liar out of me. You know that, right? Like the second the music started, you're freaking stomping people to death. Jesus. Honor among thieves. So I'm gonna tell another little story. This one's shorter, I promise. All right, so back in 1987, there were two young hardcore bands coming up. One was Side by Side. I mean, there were more than that, but I'm only talking about two. The other was this crew of guys from like Yonkers, okay? And Breakdown, I don't know if you know this, Breakdown played their very first show with Side by Side. And we played, I think, a couple of more shows after that, right? Anyway, let me tell you about the first time I heard these guys. Because, you know, we were side by side, and we were like, you know, fast part, mosh part, fast part, mosh part. And then these guys fucking played and kind of reinvented the mosh, like kind of for all time. They were like, fuck the fast part. We're just gonna mosh for 3 minutes. And they changed the style. We all started aping that beat. We tried anyway. So I am gonna turn this over.
How's everybody doing? Again, we want to thank all of you for coming out tonight for Howie's. Good thing. You know, really helping a friend out. This is an old song. They're all old songs. Something to hold me up, the world is disintegrating around me. People tell me this, doing that, back when it took me to the life. Y'all live, people stick around. No matter how to get me, no one's on my side. It's not anymore. 2 minutes all I said. Kicking, grabbing, wanting to get out. I only running when I can smile. I don't feel myself. All my is a cheater. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Jules. Yo, let's hear it for Jules, huh? World's nicest person. Thank you, Jules.
Hey Jeff, why don't you stay on the stage? Why don't you stay on the stage? Why don't you take stage right? So, no, just hey, no, hide, just stage right. Yo, so I don't know about you guys, but I've always kind of considered. I've always I've always kind of considered Jeff New York hardcore's version of John Brannon. I mean, like a tall, scary, bald dude, right? So I thought I'd put Jeff on the spot and see if he'd sing a duet with me. Let's get some noise. Hopefully you guys know this song. I think you do.
Try to make things work and get something of no use. It will work. Be satisfaction to a possibility. Nothing's ever fucking gonna work for me. More so often can't keep it off my mind. Another day of nothing, running out of time. I've got nothing I can live forward to. Going through things I don't want to hear. Destiny, not quite clear. I never fucking give nothing to me. Just stood by, watch me bleed. I'm so hopeless, I'm giving up my mind. Another day of nothing, running out of time. I've got nothing I can look forward to. What do I do you get?
This is Philadelphia, right? So everyone here knows Rocky, right? The whole point of Rocky was he was never gonna fucking win that fight. He just wanted to make it to the end. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Holy shit. All right. So let me ask some, because it's weird, because I keep hearing talk about this. And I don't understand why I keep hearing talk about it. Is there any Nazis here? Any Nazis here? No? Good, let's talk about them. So, a little known fact, some of you may know this, I don't know. But actually, I have really close connections to Philadelphia. My mother was born here. My grandfather was born here, first generation United States citizen, son of immigrants. He lived in South Philly. He went to Central High School. He went to Temple. And then when World War II broke out, he joined the army and he served. Let me tell you something. His generation leveled entire cities to the ground to bring the Nazis to their knees. So a message to the Nazis. You lost. Get over it. And to those would-be, wannabe Nazis, let me tell you something. When you choose the path of hate, it's always going to end that same way. Because when you choose the path of hate, it inevitably is going to backfire! it ain't hardcore if you don't bust your lip, right? I'm all right. I'm not bleeding. Am I bleeding? All right. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Actually, where did my water's gone? Water. All right. All right. We're getting to the end of this set here. We're getting to the end of this set. And, you know, I had to, when we were preparing for this, I had to kind of think a lot. You know, this is an angry song, and I was always kind of like a positive kid, so how do you reconcile anger and positivity? Well, I think I've got the answer. When you are angry and you use your anger to bully and oppress others, that is negativity. If you are angry and you're positive, you use your anger to stand up against the oppressors, okay? That's positive and negative. And here's the thing, you know, there's a lot of talk in the news about bullying and shit. Well, that's what this song was about. I mean, really, people probably misunderstood it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I was trying to find the motivation to sing this song. I needed to find that anger. Well, about 3 weeks ago, I don't know if you read in the news, there was a 10-year-old boy. He had a lot of medical issues. In fact, he's 10 years old and he has to go to school with a colostomy bag after having 26 surgeries. And he got bullied and picked on to the point that his mother finds him hanging in the closet. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I never seek out violence. Never seek out violence. But I'm just gonna say, wouldn't it have been better if he just fucking stood up for himself? Now, I'm not faulting the kid. He was probably small, he had a medical issue, whatever. But that's a lot better than the alternative, right? So this song is about trying to give the mentality, the positivity to stand up against the fucking oppressor, okay? And I will tell you again, parents, tell this to your kids. Always avoid violence. Never seek out violence. But if violence seeks you out, avoid it. If violence seeks you out and you cannot avoid it, then give them hell! beat up. Yeah, I'm all right. Actually, the guy was really nice. He came up and apologized to me. No one's ever done that before. Thank you. Hey, I don't know. I don't know if I got another one left in me. Do you have another one left in you? All right. So we're gonna do something just a little different. I'm hoping you guys know this song. If you don't, it's gonna be a bummer. But this isn't part of our repertoire. This is just a song that I like a lot, and I convinced all the other guys to like it too. And it's a song that if I had ever had the opportunity to play a Halloween show, I would have done this song. But now I'm going to segue, and I'm going to give you a little hint. In order to properly play this song, we need a guy named Glenn from New Jersey. Well, it just so happened that after the first Alone in a Crowd show, I tried to keep the band together. Lars and Carl went on, and Rob went on to their other bands. And I recruited another guitarist. But we didn't, is that me? All right. Anyway, so I recruited Glenn. So everybody meet Glenn. He's kind of our fifth Beatle. He never got to play with Alone in the Crowd. He learned all the songs. We were writing new songs, and the band dissolved. So I tracked him down, me and Howie. Howie was instrumental in tracking him down. We tracked him down, and he finally gets to play with Alone in a Crowd. So, there's been a lot of YouTube videos and shit that I watched trying to find out what's happened in the last 30 years because I didn't know. And there's a lot of these interviews, and the last question in the interview is hardcore dead? Okay, I think I'm living proof, or maybe undead proof, that you can't kill something that keeps rising from the grave. And every time it does, it comes ripping